G'day and welcome to another episode of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing another beer that came courtesy of Swillengrog. Thanks mate. And it's another beer from the US, one that I'm really looking forward to trying actually. This one is the legendary Miller High Life. Comes in this 355ml bottle. 4.6%. My understanding with this beer is that it is the same recipe as Miller Genuine Draft, but this is the pasteurized version as opposed to the MGD, which is just cold filtered. So I'm going to crack this open. And pour it into this glass. There we go. Beautiful. All right. We've got a nice straw colour, I'd say. It's quite light. It's very clear and only a moderate amount of carbonation and under a finger of whitehead aroma. Okay, typical lager smell really. It's reasonably light in terms of aroma. There's just some of that sweet malt coming through, no hop presence that I can detect anyway. Alright, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Oh, very smooth. Okay, it's quite, it's light to medium in body, as you'd expect. It's certainly a unique flavour in some ways. It's reasonably crisp. It's very refreshing at 4.6%, certainly something that you could session. American lagers, for a long time over here, kind of pre the explosion of craft beer, seem to have a bad reputation actually. I mean, I remember lots of people would say that American lagers or American beer in general was lacking in terms of flavour when compared to Australian beers, but I think that's unjustified actually. And really, if you're a person who likes Australian macro lagers, especially if you're drinking something like Great Northern or Carlton Dry, which these days are some of the most popular beers in Australia, I really think that you in particular would like beers like this and the Bud Light that I also reviewed recently from Swillengrog. They're super easy to drink. There's nothing offensive whatsoever in terms of flavour. It's very, very refreshing and as I said, super easy to drink. The flavours themselves, look, it's typical of a macro lager, I think. There's something about it though, and perhaps it's the difference between the Pride of Ringwood hops that is so typical of Australian macro lagers when compared to something that's brewed using a different hop. But that certainly provides a point of difference, I would say. So have one more sip and we'll give it a rating. Okay, look, Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, for what it is, for a macro lager, it's pretty bloody good, you know. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5 actually, a very solid 4 out of 5. I'm certainly enjoying it. For Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Can't comment on the price point, of course, because it came courtesy of Swillengrog, something that's not usually available in Australia. So if you're travelling or you have the means to grab it online or import it, and you like this style of beer, then certainly something worth giving a try. So thanks again to Swillengog for supplying this beer, and thanks to all of you for watching Hef's Beer Reviews, and we'll catch you next time.